Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The return man here, TJ Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. DeShone Kizer, the former Notre Dame man, will lead his troops onto the field.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Kizer. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. this time on third down.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
A gain of 11.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Adam Vinatieri for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This is Mostert. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 64 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Kaiser, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. the play fake. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now third down and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38.
Holding, receiving team. That's not good enough, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Kaiser on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and it's third down. And again, it's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Deshaun Kaiser, who's led the charge. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Jones.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Kaiser slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 48 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Kaiser. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's got Jack Doyle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Down at the 8-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up
2nd down and goal. Kaiser. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's back. I'm not sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look for Allen now. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Made right at midfield. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Kaiser now from the 50. And that will be incomplete.
Kaiser's pass intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
4-yard line. A gain of 2.
Bring the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Romeo Okwara brought him down. It's a gain of 3.
The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Giants on a pickup of 14.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Jones now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Gurley. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Jeremy Chin there defensively. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Mostert. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bucs, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.